question is, what ways can you use the internet, converged media, and social media to make a difference in the communities? And what issues can you address? How would you go about making changes, specifically making a positive impact in Springfield? And there's a lot of different things that you can go into with the internet, converged media, social media, all of that. And I think one of the easiest ones on social media is to go into the idea of Facebook. And yes, it's a lot of meaningless stuff at some points, but it can also be used in a very connecting, um, impactful way. Like I know when I was in high school, I did Relay for Life, and that's how I talked to my team, and I was like, "This is the stuff we need to do," and then we'd use that and like different things like Craigslist and stuff like that to get like our different fundraising ideas out there, and it usually turned out to have a bigger pool of people come in and participate, and it was able to get something information out quicker, and it was just really great. But people do that all the time. They have different like volunteer things posted all over there. That I mean, like even our school, MSU, we have like SAC, the Students Activity Center or Council. They go ahead and they put out all of their events and different things that they want people to come to, and different volunteers, events, activities. Just it gets the word out there quicker, and it allows people who you know would never have known about that to come out. So I think when it comes to the public affairs mission with Missouri State, it's really good at engaging the community. And it can even go farther than that when you have something like downtown Springfield and a lot of independent businesses out there that are doing their own little things. You can get on there and you can write great reviews. You can get your friends to come. You can do all these different things that really um, help the community on there. And then there's the whole Google, which I think personally is so underestimated, almost underused. Just like people will get on there to do meaningless things and like research silly things, get funny pictures, that kind of thing. But in reality, it is a database filled with so much information that you could get out there and research a variety of things. I feel like it could really just be something about cultural competence that there's so many links and informations and research and everything out there on Google, on your computer, on the internet, Wi-Fi, everywhere that you can access. And if we have all of that available, you think we could use it more, use it to its full potential and be more competent about, instead of just our area, but, different issues globally and, different cultures, and the idea that if you don't know about a lot of something, that's one of my biggest pet peeves when people don't know a lot about an issue, but they still feel the need to comment and have a side. If you don't know about it, you have the materials to get out there. Google is probably, I mean, yes, there are a lot of sources out there that probably aren't the best, but you can also find a lot of great information out there to become a better knowledgeable and even a better media critic, if anything, on different anything. And it's just people do not use it to its full potential, and I think that's probably one of the issues when it comes to that. um, but also I hate when it gets down to that point, but then I don't know what else to call it, but they have the internet memes and stuff like that, and just like the idea that like trolls, people that get on there and will just one of the public affairs missions is ethical leadership. And out there, I feel like on the internet, you can do a lot of great things. Like even with YouTube, you can start these videos that really get people thinking and, get them involved in things like that. And it's a great tool. And you can even share your own talents, your own skills, your own thoughts, your ideas and stuff like that, and really get out there and, become a leader, become culturally competent, engage your community, all those great things. But then there's the people out there that do the opposite, where they lead all these different people to leave horrible comments on different things or to totally slash down someone else's, their effort to make a better impact, and it gets demolished because someone decided to write something bad about it or not take it seriously. And it's really disappointing, actually, and an issue I think that, probably could go into the whole transparency thing, that if we're more open about who we are in your profile and stuff like that, then maybe less people will be as open to totally throwing people down on the internet. Um, but really, when it comes down, there are so many advantages just on the internet that, I mean, even just in one school here in Springfield, like if you go, you can go into Springfield specifically, but then you can even just go to our school, MSU, and it keeps students, I think, more understanding and open to all of the things on campus, and it really helps them out. Like the fact that, okay, I can go on Facebook and see what all my friends are doing, what SAC is doing, to get out there and engage more with, my peers. But I can also get on Blackboard and be engaged with my, in the email they offer us with my teachers, and be able to ask questions, maybe not face to face, but I can always have that way to connect to them and keep track of my own stuff. And it it's just, there's so many good things as long as people use them correctly. That's the bottom line. I think our technology advancement is great. That there's so many more convenient things that we can use in a positive way to help our community, to help people, personally. It's just the fact that people don't really care. They just take it for granted almost, and it's annoying. It really can be, but at the same time, maybe it's something we need to focus on, something we need to, maybe start something going around about being better at using what we have and being able to improve ourselves and our communities through it instead of using it as a game or as something to pass the time. If we have these materials that we can work with, why not work with them? And so I guess in reality, how I would use all of this to make a positive impact in Springfield is probably to educate people on the best way to use all of it. Because you can use Facebook as a way to send out great messages, to encourage people, to show them, get more people involved in volunteering and activities, to be a leader on there, and I don't know, just so much stuff that you could do, and just educate them that Google could be a great library of information if you were to use it correctly, and go to the second page on Google, God forbid, instead of just the first. And that when you're saying something about someone or a place, to keep in mind who you're affecting. And I think that's really important. So that would be the path I would take with that, and I hope I'm not just rambling about obvious things, but that it actually gets people to think about it.